Welcome to another great presentation brought to you by Prosperous Real Estate Investors Network and CashFlowBox.com. Before we get started with the topic of foolproof real estate investing strategy, please sit back, relax, and put your wallets away. You will not be asked to purchase anything. This is not an infomercial to sell you a training program or a mentorship. This is absolutely complimentary, informational presentation designed for real estate investors who are trying to figure out a strategy that works in today's real estate market. What's happening in today's real estate market? It's very obvious that the property values are declining. It seems like there are a lot of deals out there. What would you need to do, or what would you need to know before investing in real estate today? That's the scope of this presentation. Furthermore, what are some steps that you need to take, or what is that strategy that you need to use to make sure that the investment that you're about to make will be profitable, will be crash proof, and will give you the full benefit of a real estate investment regardless of up market or down market. So without further delay, let's get started. Learning about the foolproof real estate investing method. We call it the PRIME method of investing. PRIME. P stands for positive cash flow. If you're considering a real estate investment opportunity, the bottom line is that it is a business, so it needs to generate positive cash flow. What sort of positive cash flow you're looking for? That all depends. I'm going to share with you a couple of slides later on in this presentation that will give you some sort of an idea that what kind of positive cash flow is acceptable. However, one thing that you need to know, that you need to get 100% cash on cash return per annum. If you spend $10,000 acquiring this property, whether that be your down payment or closing costs or prepaids or all together, if you spend $10,000 initial investment acquiring the property, you must recoup that $10,000 the very first year that you own that property through positive cash flow, not through made up appreciation or tax benefits. Positive cash flow. The second conduit is that property should come already with renter. Okay, renter should be in place. Do not acquire properties, word of advice to the wise, that is vacant. Buy properties only that come with tenants. Now that could be the seller's problem if they're selling your property that is vacant. That could be a part of your contingency to make sure that the seller places a tenant prior to close of escrow. The third conduit is the property has to have instant equity. We suggest the property comes with 20% instant equity in today's market. Not what the property was worth last year, what the property is worth today, and you're purchasing it 20% or more below today's market. Folks, why is that important for you? That nobody knows when we're going to hit the rock bottom of real estate market. You do not need to be the fool that ends up with a property that continues to go down in value. That's another reason why you need to focus in the market areas that are actually offer a stable real estate market, and avoid the areas that are still declining. The property values are still declining. The fourth conduit, which is the backbone of our system, is acquire these properties with minimal or no money out of pocket. In this time and day, folks, you got to be cash liquid. If you're using your money and you're sticking them in the property, putting 20, 25, 30% down, and it sits as a debt equity, that's money gone. That money is not liquid. Through our system, and this is, by the way, nothing, not a gimmick, I'm going to show you in examples in the next couple of slides how we were able to do this, how we are able to help investors like yourself through conventional and non-conventional financing methods to acquire properties using no money out of pocket, utilizing the debt equity in the property. And folks, don't let nobody tell you that this is not happening in this day and age. It is happening. Yes, you can acquire properties without using your own money, and in next couple of slides you are going to see how it is done. And invest in the markets that have stable growth or are not declining real estate markets. Appreciation is still a factor, but avoid the areas that offer hyperinflation. If you're in real estate market that's doing over 5% a year, too late. That market is already gone, said and done. Don't go there. Go to the markets that offer between 2 and 4% annual appreciation. And yes, there are markets in the United States today that are doing it. When you acquire properties through our real estate investor network, and these properties, by the way, are on cashflowbox.com on our website, all these 5 conduits are present in those properties. Folks, this is the opportunity that I alluded to in my presentation earlier. Here you got a $70,000 turnkey rental property that already has a renter in place. The market rent for this property is $750. It's actually rented for that price. This real estate investor that purchased this property through our system bought it through conventional financing, put 20% down, and spent another $3,000 for closing costs and prepaids. Total out of pocket for this real estate investor, $17,000. However, right after close, this real estate investor received $17,000 back in the form of rebate. This is not a mortgage fraud. This is all disclosed up front. We have system in place that works. Our lenders are okay with it. The underwriters are okay with it. The property closed through a title company. Everything is an up and up, so there is no fraud happening. Nothing to be worried about here. The net operating income on this property was $200 a month. So this real estate investor bought this property with no money out of pocket, utilizing the debt equity in the property, and is generating $200 a month in positive cash flow net operating income. Here is another opportunity that was availed through our network by a creative real estate investor. Now, one thing you need to know about this opportunity is that the real estate investor who purchased it lived out of state. This property is situated in Midwest. The real estate investor who purchased it lives in the West Coast. The property was purchased through private money. This real estate investor never had to go find a private money lender or find a company to refi this loan. It was all done through our network. We are a one-stop shop. We had the rehab crew in place. We had the property management company in place. The property was acquired using private money. There was no payment on this private money loan for next 6 months. Within 30 days of the purchase of the property was rehabbed. Again, it was all done remotely. Right after rehab, the property was rented. And this all happened within 30 days. Within 60 days of close, the property was refinanced out of this private money loan into a fixed rate regular mortgage. This real estate investor had instant $40,000 equity and is generating $330 a month positive cash flow, net operating income every month. We appreciate the time that you have spent with us today. We are hopeful that you learned something new, and we welcome you to give us a call at 702-371-8838. We do not sell education. We do not sell mentorship. The only thing we offer our real estate investors are pre-screened investment opportunities located nationwide. Till next time, we wish you a prosperous week, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.